Alright, got a couple hours before my boat leaves. Oh look, a tour bus. Oh look, another tour bus. Okay, these guys are everywhere. They got like a market on group tours, package tours, from the north to the south. That's what I ate last night. And I thought I was safe sitting by this window from beggars, but now they still found me. They're good at playing spot the gringo. I sat around here, my beach chair guys, looks like they're just getting set up now, which is about normal. Usually it's between 7 and 7:30 these guys start to set up. There's beach tennis square in front. Breakfast was good. A lot of options for breakfast. Coffee was super hot. And no complaints about the room. Slept very well, comfortable bed. And we're gonna just walk a little south today. Piscinas Naturais, so that's going to be about a mile offshore. We've got to meet in front of Bob's down there near Hotel Tambaú is our agenda. But I'm just going to take a leisurely beach walk and enjoy the sights. All right, that's it. So that blue and white building is the hotel I stayed in last time, Nord. And then the brown building on the left is brand new. That wasn't here 4 years ago. It was just a blasted out crater. That's really made some strides. Lots of plants. That's a cool looking building. That looks like a residence. Pretty upscale, judging by the looks and the location. Most of these beachfront locations skew heavy towards hotels, but there are a few residences here as well. Obviously, those big high-rises up front are residential structures near Central, but there are a few residential properties mixed in with most of the hotels along the beachfront here. Right now, it's Bom Dia. Right now, here, this is Praia de Cabo Branco. Behind me is Praia de Tambaú. Cabo Branco is the big main beach here. Tambaú, you can swim in, but as you'll see in the future, I'll make my way up there in the future, not super popular for swimming. Water quality just isn't as good as what it is here. But you can see the waves are not anywhere near what they were down in Giacomo. Very swimmable out here. It's why you can just hang out there all day and not get beat up. So certainly not a dominating skyline like you would see in Salvador or even Brasilia, certainly Rio, Manaus. But still, I would say, well, even in terms of just population, João Pessoa just barely cracks the top 25. I think they're like 23 with a shade over 800,000 people. They're right around there with Natal. João Pessoa about the same size in terms of city urban population, doesn't include the metro area, but yeah, nice skyline. So haven't walked far, but as you can see, as we're continuing to move south in Cabo Branco, the hotels and residences even have thinned out a bit. There's kind of a bit of a no man's land here until we get to South Cabo Branco, where there's another small cluster of less popular hotels, seemingly more suited to business type travelers for some reason. And as you move even further south, you can see that those cliffs. That's Ponta de Seixas. That's where the lighthouse is. They do another Piscinas Naturais. They do another natural pools boat tour out there as well. All right, I don't necessarily need to make it all the way down there. I kind of get the gist of it. So I'm going to stop in front. I think it's Hotel Soma. There's Hotel Cabo Branco. But yeah, for me personally, there's just not enough stuff. That seems to be the last kiosk for a while anyway. There's just not enough stuff. That's a nice skyline for me to justify making my home base this far down south. kind of like to be closer to that border area of Tambaú and Cabo Branco, just because there's just more stuff going on, more food options, more entertainment. Just way off in the distance you can see, far right, you see the boats, and then near there, that tower is Hotel Tambaú, arguably the most famous landmark in João Pessoa. It's now a dilapidated, empty, barren, rundown hotel, which is quickly being taken by the sea. We'll make it up there another day. That used to be the 5-star prime spot where people would go. Very exclusive. I don't recall if it was actually functioning when I was here or not, but there's a complicated like legal history with it, and the new owners and city agreements and tax abatements, and it's got a whole story. It's just a tangled mess right now, which is too bad because it really is a cool structure. So because the new moon was 3 days ago, today on paper should be like the third best day to view stuff, because it'll be the third, well, the new moon means the high tides are really high and the low tides are really low. So this will be like the third lowest low tide day. And they progressively get less extreme. So tomorrow, like today's low tide is at 11. Tomorrow's low tide's like 11:45. And then it gets to the point where they just can't do these anymore because the low tide is just too high. So fortunately, unlike a few years ago, I'm here at a really great time to do it. Also, the full moon, or at least a part quarter moon, hasn't spoiled my night shots anyway. Although my night shots have been kind of trash lately, but at least I can't blame it on the moon now. Just my lack of skill and talent. Well, my expectations with the lack of rain is the water clarity should be pretty good, along with the low tide. Should make it pretty good. I expect all kinds of gimmicky items. Not only food, drinks are a given, but probably kayaks, paddleboards, stand-up boards, snorkel stuff, maybe scuba stuff, selfie sticks, maybe underwater photography, selfie picture taking, buying crackers to feed the fish. I expect to see the full gamut here. I wonder how many of the, I don't know if I counted 7 or 9 big boats. I wonder how many are expected to go out today. It's a Wednesday. September is not a high tourist season by any stretch, but it's kind of my only question is I wonder how many boats are going out. We'll see. Fewer the better, actually. All right, that's it. Yeah, I just got a new pair of sunglasses, and these things are just awesome. They're just awesome. I can actually see things now with clarity. Looks like I'm looking through the clearest glass with some artifacts in it. But what I realized is that out of all those boats, not all of them are going to the same place. There's Área Vermelha, and then the pools by Ponta das Seixas. So there's 3 other places. So they're not all going to be out there at the same time, thankfully. You certainly could come down here the day of the tour and score a cheaper ticket, because they'll pre-sell a certain amount, but then they're going to try and fill the extra capacity, just spur of the moment people who weren't planning on, but they'll drop the price for that. So I don't feel like so at the end of the day, it's 50 reais. So that for me, that's like less than $10 for a 3-hour boat ride out there. I'm not going to bargain over a few dollars, right? But that is my boat right there. If all goes well, I've pre-booked passage on boat to your left, Extremo Oriente, Piscinas Naturais. They've gotten excellent reviews everywhere I've seen from them, and even one of the YouTubers I follow here in João Pessoa, he went on and had a good experience too. So that's good to see. We're gonna walk up just up to Hotel Tambaú, and then I haven't checked out the pool yet, and they don't open till 9, so they weren't available after my breakfast this morning. So by the time I roll back, it'll be 9. I'll check out the pool, charge up my kit, and then it'll be just about time to roll out for my boat tour today. All right, that's it. All right, so here is the famous, or now you can say infamous, Hotel Tambaú, and it looks like a giant UFO from above. It looks like a spaceship just plunked right down here at the edge of the beach. And this is low tide, and this is the water is most certainly closer to this place than what it was a few years ago. Yeah, they put a ton of money into this, and just I don't know. I mean, I don't know why you'd put this much time, effort, and money into a structure right on the edge of what do you think is going to happen? You know, I mean, yeah. Anyway, here is Cabedelo and Bessa, which are 2 kind of higher end districts in Jampa. Lots more. These are mostly fisher boats, pescadores. I see a couple barcos for viagem, for tourist travels and things. Oh, there's a poor little Dracaena just chilling in that window. And here's another part of northern end of João Pessoa, Cabedelo. The old fort is up that way. The beginning of the Trans-Amazonica Highway, BR-230, I think it is again, is up this way as well too. But again, you're not going to see a ton of people swimming in this end of town because it's a little polluted. Fisherman boats, and then more tourist boats. Capitão Nemo número 2, and that cool pirate ship with the cartoon cannons on the side of it looks threatening. So this is where we'll stop. We're gonna head back to the hotel and check out the pool and hang out for the last hour before our boat leaves. They're getting ready for the day. They're all queuing up now. Pirate 1 and Pirate 2 ship. Those are just the first two, but yeah, they're maybe a full crew today. We'll see. And the beach vendors are just going to be like mosquitoes, just swarming, selling like waterproof foam protectors and selfie sticks and maybe fish food. You're not supposed to take beverages on the boat, so that is one thing they're going to they got you there. And that's, you wouldn't want a bunch of people just taking a bunch of booze on there either. That's just not a good idea. So, yeah, there's already some vendors queuing up already. Just 2 floors up from me. The sauna, nice little bar here. This is certainly a nicer place than where I stayed a few years ago. A little fitness center up here. Nice look at this. Would be looking north. Tambaú, and then to my right, Cabo Branco. This is a really nice view. Bonita. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 boats queued up there in the water. This guy down here, I would bet, is trying to fill as many seats as possible between now and when those boats leave. Empty seats aren't paying the bills. He's the only one I see out here right now. There's a guy selling hats. 2 guys selling hats. See a lot of guys selling. See a lot of shorts for like Bermudas for sale for like $20 for cheap Bermudas. Oh, kite surf maybe, windsurf. Never saw that before. That's new. Oh, playing some Michael. Bob's Burgers. That's where we gotta meet in front of there. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, including Capitão Nemo número 2. And yeah, there's all kinds of people wanting to sell you stuff here. This is cool. I'm gonna hang out and see. That's my guy right down there. I'm in no rush to get on the boat particularly. I'm gonna try and sit towards the back, maybe away from the flags. That may get in the way. Otherwise, we got time. We're not leaving until like 11 or whatever. This guy's kind of preparing dinner down here. This is down to a science. This is going to be pretty smooth. Maybe kind of rough out there, but got this perfected.
embarcação Extremo Oriente, junto com a embarcação Bela Negra aí à nossa frente. Ó, damos início agora ao nosso passeio nas piscinas naturais do Seixas. Do lado direito de vocês aqui agora tem uma barreira, uma falésia. Vocês estão vendo que na frente dessa barreira tem umas pedras escuras que estão entrando mais lá dentro, ó, dá pra ver. Eu vou passar aquelas pedras aqui um pouquinho, a gente vai dar acesso às piscinas Seixas, também vai dar acesso ao extremo oriental, a tradicional que vem com o respirador e com os óculos. E qual a diferença para você utilizar uma massa da outra? Aqui a Thaisinha vai colocar no
Actually took about 45 minutes to get here. That's the convention center. We already passed Ponta de Seixas, which is the, or Praia de Cabo Branco, which is the easternmost point in the Americas. I remember being there a few years ago, which was totally cool. We're gonna park here. It's probably not gonna be more than 1 hour. They're gonna try and sell like selfie sticks, kayak, stand-up paddleboard, snorkel stuff. They're already renting water shoes. You know, you don't want to walk right on the coral, but if you do, you're going to need water shoes. That's for sure. And they're cooking. I smell something already, so that's a good thing to hear. And that'll call it a day. Yeah, we spent about an hour out here. Took 45 minutes there. We'll probably be a bit shorter on the way back just because we got the winds to our back. Kind of leaving in the middle of the pack. It was a really nice day.
Agora em média de 6 a 7 metros de profundidade, tá? A gente vai liberar um pouco de água no trampolim para vocês.
This really was a fun trip. I mean, for $10, you can't beat it anyway. But and I would think that the experience is more or less the same everywhere else. The food was great. I had some French fries and some espetinho de frango, right? And excellent. Met a lot of nice people, as always. Those three ladies. One of them was from Manaus. The other two were from, oh crap, where were they from? Santa Catarina, I think? No, Porto Alegre, Rio Grande do Sul, which is, I think that's like the first people I've ever met from Rio Grande do Sul. But they were very nice, very patient, answered all my silly tourist gringo questions. And it's always nice running into people who are pleasant and friendly, and yeah, so that was a great time. Certainly worth $10, no doubt about that.